Howdy guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm just a builder here, and we're continuing on with our TOS Enterprise production model. So last week what we did was spray paint these two parts here, impulse engine area, and the top of the saucer section. I'm not sure what you'd call this. Again, this goes just along the body here. We got that there. We also shaved off a part that was just sitting right here. You'll be able to find that in the previous video. You'll be able to see it. Honestly, that's okay for me. I am totally fine with that. Now, last video, we were also test fitting the top piece right here. We need to paint that. We do not need to paint it. However, I may need to check the instructions here. This is interesting. Now it doesn't show whether this piece right here will be clear, but test fitting it, the test fitting stage actually looks pretty well. It looks pretty good. I'm going to show it right there on camera. Hopefully I can get my face out of it. Oh, there you go. Fits pretty well. I think it looks pretty good on my end. Of course, it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. Let's see here. How would you go? Okay. Again, I'm just test fitting things here. Yeah, square peg round hole issue here. Let's see. There we go. That was F. Let's go back to our clear parts. Be number 29. This is the one thing about black and white instructions is I am totally unsure of whether it's going to be painted or not. The last model, which was the NX-01 Enterprise, was able to help me out with that. It was like, okay, paint this or paint this, paint that, paint these sections. And what it shows here is that when pointing to I'm thinking see what the bottom of the box shows. There might be something at the bottom of the box here that'll show something. Let's get that out here. It shows that that bottom piece is clear. Part of that is clear as well. That's a sneaky thing. I'm unsure myself. So hopefully if any of you guys are building this out here, either A, you go look at pictures of what the original looked like, or you just use me as a baseline, which I don't care. I myself need to go look and see what it looks like. That's the stinky part. That is the stinky part. However, what I can do is I can just insert the bottom one. Yeah, see. Look at that. Now, I may just keep it clear, to be quite honest. I'm going to actually do an experiment here. I do want to do a little bit more painting on the top section, because when I was doing some test fitting, I scraped off paint right there. You can kind of see it. It's there. So I'll need to go back and spray paint that. Make sure it stays consistent. Make sure it keeps a consistent color. Oh, what would it look like that? It's got a weird color, to be quite honest. Part of me just wants to go ahead and spray paint the sucker. I probably would, but I'm very, very skeptical. Give me a second. I've got my laptop down here. 2 seconds. Speaking of which, I should turn on some Star Trek music. I'm just gonna turn this here so you can probably see me. I had to do a reset on the computer last night after I got done with my last video. Needed an update, so it's gonna take a little bit here. Oh, come on. That's why. I'm going to try to make these videos a little bit shorter. The first 2 videos were the first one was almost 2 hours long. The second one was almost an hour long. So today and yesterday I spent a great deal of time, maybe just today, emptying a lot of my space out of old videos, old pictures. So to continue to keep doing this, to be able to have some space on my phone. So, updates. Alright. While that's doing that, I don't know how long it'll take. What we're gonna do here. So, I think it looks pretty good. This is the bottom half section. And honestly, I think it looks pretty good. I may end up, what is it? Like gray. It's a neutral gray. This is the neutral gray that I've got. But while that thing is doing its updates, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it the light goes gray here. And I'm not going to prop it up or do this trick here. I'll just leave it as is, and I'll spray it from the top. And it goes gray. Yep. This is probably going to be the first can that goes, since more surface area. I figured I'd give it a couple more coats of paint. So give it maybe 5-ish minutes. This will probably be a 20-minute video. Alright, so it looks like the updates are done. As you can probably... can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. B-25 Mitchell, F4U Corsair. I love those planes. And if any of you guys are here in Minnesota, say anywhere near Richfield or so, look up Hub Hobby. That's where I got all my paints, most of my models. Most of my paints and most of my models are the places I had. Michael's and Hobby Lobby at Michael's were the places I'd always go for paints. But since I found Hobby, I've been going there for paints and models. And I've also want to show you guys some other stuff, some other projects that I actually picked up there. I know I've probably got 10 models that I have to do right after this one. We'll show it to you here at near the end of the video. So we're just waiting for this thing to boot up and everything. In fact, this will take a little bit. So I just picked these up not too long ago. I've been kind of I was thinking about just getting other models that weren't a couple of these, just because I was looking for particular ones, but I found that one behind another box, and I was like, you know what, let's just get these ones. Okay, starting out, again, 2 of these are Polar Lights, one of them is AMT, so we'll go in order of how they came. So like, each of these models, like from like which series came first. So what we have is the Enterprise refit from basically all the TOS films. This one is the refit from Motion Picture, Wrath of Khan, and Search for Spock. Popped up in those 3 movies. They gave them an A in the second half of the 6 movies. So that'll be one of those. Next up, we have from AMT that refit of the Enterprise. That Enterprise refit was Polar Lights. It's a snap type one. What are you? It's a level 2, I believe. I think so. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see how it looks. It says it's only for gluing. Actually, no glue or paint necessary. Maybe I might do my own. Who knows? This one is from AMT. The Enterprise D from Star Trek TNG. This one requires no painting or gluing. Although I might do some gluing myself, just because when it comes to like if you push stuff together, I prefer to keep it glued in. And last but not least, from Polar Lights, is the Defiant from Deep Space Nine. This gal here, she does require some paint, no gluing. She actually, when it shows here right next to it, where it says like whether it needs painting or gluing, the Defiant is a skill level 2 from Polar Lights. AMT's Enterprise D, that's a skill level 2. Again, you're going to be wondering, I was like, why are they both the same skill level, but some of them don't require paint or anything at all? That's a weird one. I don't know. Like all 3 of these kits, refit Enterprise, Enterprise D, the Defiant, all of them are skill level 2. This one needs no painting, no gluing. I'll do some of the gluing myself. The Enterprise D doesn't need any painting or gluing. Yeah, it's a skill level 2. Again, those previous ones are level 2. This third one here is a skill level 2, no gluing but painting. That's a weird thing. I don't know. And funny thing, the Defiant and the refit Enterprise are both Polar Lights, but both skill level 2. I don't know what they do there. I mean, they're both skill level 2s, 2 different companies. One needs painting, no gluing. The rest need no painting, no gluing. That's really, really weird. I really don't know. Who knows? But this one from Polar Lights, the TOS Enterprise, that's a skill level 2. It says it needs no painting or gluing. At least that's... Honestly, I'm ignoring those. If it doesn't say... There's going to be painting. I'll bet you that. I might just open up the boxes here right in front of you guys. We're going to turn this thing here. Alright. No, thank you. Close this window. Things pop up when I do up my computer here. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. Model. Now, if you're ever looking up your own stuff, I would recommend you just look it up and go right to the images. That will definitely give you a nice breakdown. So it looks like there's a bit of gray with some clear. Alright. Okay. So, underside piece, I think it looks pretty good. Like, that's kind of how it would be on the top. I might even spray, you know what? I'm thinking. Now again, this is just me doing my own thing. Let me see here. Give this one a couple minutes. Now, putting it together, if you look really closely, you'll be able to see what I did, which is fine. I'm not trying to be perfect here. That's the most. It's tough on me when I try to do that. So we'll just keep it as is. Do I want to keep going? I think we'll keep going. It's the models that sometimes you just take the models a while to dry up. Now, I will have to shave some down from this piece, from the impulse engine here, for it to be able to fit. It won't be seen, which is nice. It means I don't have to deal with more spray painting than I already want to. Sometimes I just want the pieces to be able to fit nicely, but it's the thing with models is that you have to trim things down yourself. Sometimes pain in the hind end. There we go. So there's the impulse engine in. So it fits very, very snugly. It snugs up. Now I know other people would definitely, other people would definitely use putty to kind of clean things up. I may have to go out this part again. Yeah, I may have to. It's just, there's a difference between making it perfect and just making it look good. It may be the same in some people's minds, but me, I just want to make it look good, not perfect. Yeah, some things you'll be able to tell here and there, but that's okay. It's like life. You try. You clean up here and there. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being perfect. It's just about trying to do your best with the tools that have been given to you. So, okay, I'll take that. Gotcha. We're gonna spray paint it, so it won't take that long for it to dry. Alrighty. So it looks like part of the dome is kept clear, just like the top of the dome. I got masking tape here, but sometimes it's hard, like with like, probably won't, but I don't know. That's the one thing with clear parts. Like, I want to spray the whole thing, but I have to figure something out. Either A, I'll keep it clear, or B, I'll try to spray paint around it, or C, but I want to go get a paint color. I'm not sure. I think there are a few differences between the spray paint and the paint themselves. I'm not entirely sure. We'll figure it out. 20 minutes. I tried to keep this video a little bit short. I don't want to make this video too long. You know what? While we're waiting to dry, for that time to dry, let's look at the models. We're gonna start out with the refit. I'm gonna take our X-Acto knife here. We're just gonna open it up. Let's see here. I usually like to find a piece of plastic on here and just, I don't like to damage the box. I like keeping the boxes. The models may not fit in the boxes, but hey, at least you get to have them. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Refit. Let's see. Alright. That looks okay. Like jabbing yourself with a needle. With a sewing needle, that is. Come on. Alright. Looky here. All these models are coming with decals. Well, that's the easiest model ever. Yeah, there's no painting or whatever. That's weird. I don't know. Oh, come here. They gave us a big book of decals. The Wrath of Khan version. Okay. I'm going to open up this package and open up this thing here. You'd think with a model like this, it would go at least stickers. That's interesting. Okay. Alright. Take the box here. It says this one's supposed to come with a paint guide. Unless that's on the other decal sheets you get. I don't know. This is an interesting one. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely a very, very interesting model. Like the parts are all white. I should have done just a couple of that, but this is weird. Subassembly. Now there are extra stickers you can buy for this. Aztec decals. Oh. Well, I'm an idiot. Usually it would come with the instructions. It did come with it. It's on the side of the box. Kind of underneath the top part here. So, well, this one of the colors it asks for is light ghost gray. I have light ghost gray. Numbered or anything? decal. So this is interesting. $5. This will be interesting. All right, we'll wrap this up. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what happens with the next video. This is not exactly with this channel. I'm all over the place with it all. This will be an interesting one to do. It's funny. It says, like, I'm not sure with these. I'll show you. With these two here, I assume it means no gluing or painting, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong about what that means. So we're moving on to the D. So I know I know we're only talking about the TOS Enterprise, but I'll probably do a review here with this. I may have talked about it in the first video about the NX-01. Easy model, easy painting. Like these, like Enterprise ships are not exactly known for their, say, detail as a car, or a plane or a boat. Nope, these are just plain starships. It's the smell. Same instruction set. It's even thinner. Oh my gosh. That's it. Just 4 steps. Just 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 parts. Oh, son of a gun. Alright, obviously big decal sheet, same size as the Enterprise refit. As I figured. Well, that's kind of weird. What do you got on the underside? Okay. Okay, those are just that color. They're all the same. So, light gray. So, we've got colors here. They're doing the same thing on the other side. So, this is the same type of thing that they're doing with the Enterprise D and the refit Enterprise, or Enterprise A. They're basically doing the same thing with the box art. Simple instructions, paint colors and schemes on all 4 sides of this thing. That's nice. On 2 sides, it shows like color place, like what colors are called, and on the kind of the less wide ends, it shows like where color placement should go. Let's see, it doesn't show it on this one. Okay. Oh, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out with the Enterprise A. I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna pick this up here. Okay. Yeah, these are some interesting ones. Preferably, when it comes to these models, I prefer to at least like have a roadmap, like a thicker instructions, something like that. Oh, yeah, this is polar lights. That's a AMT. That's a polar lights. Again, with the snap, it's very, very basic stuff. But it does. But it's not for the faint of heart. It's definitely, if you want more, it's there. But for those people who just want to put it together, put it together. But if you think you want to do more, give it a try. I would say, like with Star Trek models, paint them. Just paint them. Because just having it, just the base, just the color was molded in, it's like that's boring, honestly. But if you do want to give it a try, I recommend, like if you're definitely a novice or an amateur, I would say give it a go. Just take it slow. Now, obviously, for the experienced people who are more experienced than me, I don't need to say much because they have been doing this all their life. Some people will spend their time doing Star Trek models. Some people spend time doing boats, cars, or planes, or helicopters, or whatever. But some people do a lot, like a mix of each, if you will. Okay. So no side box art or anything. Molded in a just standard gray and just a regular bluish gray. Okay, molding. Okay, there's that. Aha! Nice instructions here. Two-sided. Like this. Here's your paint colors down here. And here's... This is something that I would like to see on what I would have liked to have seen on those two models there. So this is a Defiant. I think all of them have 5 colors at least. At least a minimum of 5 colors. The D, I think, had a couple more. But each of them had a minimum of 5 colors. They're all level 2. I'm not sure, like they all say skill, they're all skill level 2s. But I don't know. You'd have to look up their preference on what a skill level 2 is and what isn't. Is kind of weird. But one thing they should have done is at least made they should have made all the instructions the same, at least the same as the Defiant, because that is nice. Such as if you go to now this one's a little bit harder to read, with like paint colors, such as with the clear piece. I might just paint the. What is white? This color this and the 69 Charger that I bought, that I was telling you about in probably video 1, they both share the white color. Maybe it was 2 or something, but video 2. But they both shared white. They both shared the white color. Where is it? Let's go see. Maybe it might have been. Oh, let's look here. Nothing there. Paint color D is white. Nothing there. Those are all, so on the back here, like there's 2 sides obviously. On the back here, this is the decals. Other side is paint applications and what model to build, if whatever model, like first and second pilot version, or Mirror Universe, or the production version. So I'm looking at the production version. Here, and that's a transparent piece. Not there. Nope. Where would you find D? Why would you need white? Unless come here. Now, if you look at that, like it's white. It's white right there. Maybe that's where the white goes. Like picture-wise, yeah, that looks white. That's where the white's going. So we'll spray paint this entire piece like Ghost Gray. Spray paint it. This is done, I would say, but I'm not going to do anything with it. We're just going to let it dry some more. And I'm just trying to set it up where when I spray it, I'll be able to spray it like full on front. I may just hold it like this. Yeah, I think I'll do it like that. Again, I'm spray painting the entire top clear piece like Ghost Gray. And then if I can find, like, I think I'll be able to find it, I will paint it white. So white's up next. Honestly, if I keep going with these videos, I really don't need to write anything down when doing videos. So we'll be using my fine pointed brush. You'll be able to see it there. So that's what I do. White goes great to this guy. We'll paint. You know what? Here. Where's my glue? This is the glue I like to use. Testers, liquid, cement for plastic. This guy right here. It's a little brush that comes with it. I like to just put a little on, probably into the crevices around here. Now it won't be, now that usually will give like a mist color if you put it on the plastic. Now it won't be seen if you paint it white. Now again, I am just guessing based off of pictures. It is going to be a flat white. So mine might be, I'm not sure if it'll look horrible, to be honest. I couldn't find, when it asks for colors, it doesn't say whether it's a glossy type or a flat or what. It just says white. That's all it just says, white. I probably have to cut here soon, but that is glued in, and it does sit nice and snug, so that snugness will help it stay in. Do that. Again, top clear piece, gonna get spray painted. Ah, crap. Okay. Spray paint it. Here we go. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, that's the one thing I was trying to watch out, is just to make sure that everything that just but all that, just trying to make it stay straight up, right up and down, right up and down. Let me just stick it right in there. I'm just concerned. That's the one hard part. Let me just stick it. There's a nice slot here. Probably not. I don't want to try that. Almost I wish I had some kind of vise, honestly. So, what I can tell you is I can see the outline. Like there's almost like a bubble right up on top here. I can give. You can see it right there if my camera can. Not me. Not me. Right there. Right there. It looks like a kind of bubble. Looks like kind of a bubble. So. Everything can dry. If everything can dry evenly, it might not be evenly, but that's okay. And then now that I know where I need to paint, that'll be that's the easy part. I know we're 4 parts in and we haven't moved on to like the engineering hull, but things have been, it's been busy for me. Work. That's probably it. I worked 5 days last week. Worked yesterday. Monday. I worked Monday. I work this upcoming Thursday. So, I mean, some days I really don't want to do anything. Some days I really want to. It really depends on how the day is going, I guess. Let's see. Why not? Just like that. Everything's being held together. Okay. Now, if it can hold its... So, there we go. Again, just paint those clear pieces. Well, I probably should have painted that white. But if you are going to paint, if you do the stupid mistake that I did, gluing it in before you painting it, I recommend you get a fine pointed brush and take it slow. Just be very, very slow. But if you can catch it before, I did, you're right on the money. Okay. Again, what I did there, that's going to be noticed. That is okay. Heck, might even be masked just a little bit by the gray bridge there. So, let's see. Let's see how it did. That's nice. That's very, very good. It's all good. I may just do a couple of other pieces. Okay. We'll attach this part here. It's the impulse engines. There. You heard that clip? We are in business. For that, and that's what it's going to look like. That's what she's going to look like after the first step is done. There we go. Okay. Green's going to go on this side. Red's going to go on that side. Okay. Now with these pieces, there's like a clip joint in there. Yeah, I'll bring up another piece. Grab it with my tweezers. It's like a clip joint. Right in there. Crap, I'm making this video a little bit too long. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to stick to a shorter form content. I don't want to use up all the space on my phone. Okay. Come up on the other one. Come on. I'm gonna have to shave off some plastic there. Now again, it's another mistake. Always test fit before you start painting. That's the one thing the instructions say. I ignore them just because I want to get to it. But it looks like it might hide it. If I can just spin it in place. Oh yeah. There we go. They're in. You see a red and you see a green. Whoop, whoop. I'm happy. I'm excited. Again, I can put these on. What I'll actually do is I'm just going to put some glue in here to some of these crevices. Now, since it is a liquid plastic, liquid glue, it'll flow into those little crevices and make that bond even stronger. I don't need to do anything. Go. Again, not perfect, not trying to be perfect. Cut this video off here soon. Good. It's pretty good. Slap this on top here. Sometimes, and what I usually like to do is just in these look like screw holes in a sense. I like to drop some glue down in there. Give it something to hold on to. That's that. And then I'll also go around the rim here, the bottom half. Just lightly go across. Beware that when you use this liquid cement is that when it comes to paint, is that it likes to dissolve it a little bit, so be careful. Yeah, don't do that. Okay. So just be quick, but also be careful so you don't destroy your paint. Good. Okay, that should do it. Good. Come on, Devin. Okay. So there she looks. There she looks. Again, 2 top pieces be inserted next. Now what I probably do is I drop some glue down the side. Just take your brush and just run it over the edging. Just beware of where you did already paint. Again, I know I said running it over paint will disintegrate it just a bit, but in some of these cases, is that what it will do while disintegrating the paint is that it will melt the paint and then like it melts it and then uses that as a bonding thing. Yeah. Let's see here. I know I was using that, but we're gonna take it. It should be pretty well done by now. Wish I had more of these. Just stick them all around. Like with me, I'm making a mess. Made like a mess. We'll keep it like that. Again, it's just one of those little hard things that's just kind of hard to escape. I hate that I took this long. Alright. Well, we're here. Both parts are good. We're going to glue that in. We're going to glue this in here. Might as well. Again, I'm using the liquid paint. Just going to go along the bottom. And since it's melting the glue, that when it dries, it creates an adhesive. Which is nice. Come here. There's that. That's in. We'll take this. Glue it in. So I didn't want to dry the rate that I wanted it to. And again, it's not going to be very, very perfect. But it'll do. Alright, well. Well, there it is. There's the top section. And then when I might as well do it. Yeah, it's gonna be there. That's the point. Yeah. That's one of the things about doing models, is that you screw up and it's like, I wish you could have done this a little better, wish you could have gone back on that. Yeah. So hopefully you get to see my mistakes and learn from it. I'm not very good at learning when it comes to like that. I'm just very, like, as soon as I get going on something, I get going. Alright. That's done. That top section is done. I'm just going to write this down. Oh, crap. It's the 16th. Might be, it's midnight. Shit. Okay. Well, we're going to call it right there. Next we have the nacelles for the production version. Alright. Well, that's that. Good night. I'm just a builder, and I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, whatever. I'll try to answer any questions anybody has to the best of my abilities. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.